Coming up, Edinburgh police have charged a shooting suspect accused of shooting a DPS officer. Those details ahead.
Plus, there have been as many as 9 suspected cases of mumps in Hidalgo County. County officials responded to the growing concern of the reported cases. We have the response in minutes. In addition, a massive fire in Fort Worth that could be seen for miles as the home burned. More details ahead.
We have the forecast for the week ahead of us. We have all those details straight ahead. UTRGV News starts now.
State trooper is in the hospital in critical condition after a mass shooting in the McAllen-Edinburgh area, and one suspect is in custody. It began shortly after 9 in the Edinburgh area, where a DPS trooper was called to a crash site where the driver left on foot. When the DPS trooper made contact with the suspect driver, the trooper was shot. The suspect, Victor Alejandro Godinez, is being charged with 3 counts of attempted capital murder of a peace officer.
There are 9 suspected mumps cases in Hidalgo County, where health officials say that there might be more cases underway. County officials are in contact with the state, local, and federal agencies to address the situation. Officials added the small children are more likely to be affected with mumps, but some cases have involved young adults as well.
In Fort Worth, a massive fire occurred in the middle of a neighborhood. A house was burnt to the ground. What may have caused this disaster? Investigators are searching for the cause of this fire, which resulted in one person being injured and a destroyed home. Fire officials say that the house was being renovated and paint fumes caused the house to ignite in a flash fire, where fire officials have to bring 10,000 gallons of water over to put it out the flames.
We have a cloudy day across the valley. There are also strong southwest east from the Gulf that will slowly drop the temperatures across the valley. There is still a possibility for heavy rain, especially for the lower valley. Temperatures right now are quite cool, 69 in Brownsville, 72 in Port Isabel, and 67 in Rio Grande City. Here is the forecast for the week. A breezy 65 degrees on Monday and partly cloudy, 69 degrees on Tuesday with an overnight cold front, and 20% chance of overnight showers as we warm up on Wednesday to 73 degrees and go down to 63 degrees on a partly cloudy Thursday and sunny Friday. For now, keep those jackets and umbrella handy during the week. That wraps up our 5-day forecast. Sebastian, back to you.
In the United States today, Homeland Security Secretary Christian Nielsen resigned because of the administration's growing frustration of Central American families crossing the southern border.
President Trump thanked Nielsen for her work and announced U.S. Border and Customs Protection Commissioner Kevin McLean as new head of the department. McLean is a well-respected official by Congress and within the administration. Motel 6 agreed to pay a $12 million lawsuit after being accused of sharing personal guest information to U.S. immigration officials in several Washington state locations. The motel operator has illegally shared 80,000 customer profiles of information for more than 2 years to help ICE investigate and target their own Latino-named customers.
2 Oregon college students have been charged in a fraudulent iPhone return scheme that netted them almost $1 million. The pair of students sent fake iPhones from China to Apple, claiming to not work, and Apple complied by sending them real iPhones, which the students would resell online. They were tipped off U.S. Customs and Border Protection in April 2017 with a shipment of counterfeit iPhones. They were caught by FBI officials after a 2-year investigation.
A man working on installing stages for Coachella Valley Music and Arts Festival died after falling 60 feet while setting up for the festival. The man was a longtime team member and had been with them for 20 years. Officials say he was pronounced dead at the scene.
Straight ahead. An American woman has been kidnapped in Uganda, and the kidnappers demanded a ransom for her safety. What is the Ugandan government going to do? Find out in minutes.
A suspected rhino poacher was killed by an elephant and then devoured by lions, officials say. More details soon after.
Lion tamer stunt went wrong, which led to the performer attacked in front of the circus audience. Viewer discretion is advised. Tune in to hear more after the break.
The warmer temperatures are expected to come again, but some rain as well in the week. When and where we can see some of the rain percentages, those details later in the newscast. You're watching UTRGV News.
Sophie's eating a tuna sandwich, and her meeting just got moved up to now. So she tries new Listerine Ready tabs. She's chewing that tiny tab, which turns into a swish of liquid. She's swishing away, which feels a little like, what? Unleash the clean feel of Listerine. Anytime, anywhere. Sophie girl, you are ready. Introducing new Listerine Ready tabs. Bring out the bold.
At King's Hawaiian, we believe the world would be a happier place if we just fired up the grill more often. Because when you're at the grill, odds are you're with family and friends, and sharing great food and laughter is what makes life sweet. With our delicious hamburger and hot dog buns, sharing never tasted so good. Enjoy irresistible King's Hawaiian hamburger and hot dog buns.
News on the American woman that got kidnapped revealed that she is now on an airplane going back home after her ransom payment. Kimberly Etiquette was on a safari in Uganda, the famed woman, Queen Elizabeth National Park, and just 30 minutes into her trip, she was attacked and kidnapped and put up for ransom for $500,000.
After the kidnappers were paid the ransom, she was safely free to go back home to America, where her family and friends were waiting for her arrival.
A rhino poacher in South Africa was killed and eaten by a wild animal, authorities say. A search team in Kruger National Park have found some of the remains of the poacher. The poacher was devoured by a pack of lions, and later authorities captured 2 accomplices and confiscated their firearms and ammunition. The poacher was not identified, and his accomplices are going to be trialed in court.
A circus stunt gone wrong has gotten a performer injured and left the crowd shocked and scared for the performer's life. A lion tamer was attacked while performing a stunt. One of the lions attacked him by scratching and biting the performer. The lion tamer suffered major injuries, but after a week of recovery, he is going back into the ring with the same lion and admitting the lion did nothing wrong.
Coming up, 2 long-lost sisters are meeting up for the first time, and their reactions and thoughts are phenomenal. More after the break.
And keep those jackets handy. Breezy weather is ahead on our way. We'll be back with the full weather forecast ahead. Stay with us.
I'm Clay Thompson, and I'm built with chocolate milk. Nutrients to refuel, natural protein to rebuild, backed by science.
I'm always going to be a maker, and I think a company is the coolest thing you can build. I'm Adam, and I make robots. You never know when inspiration's going to strike, so I take my Surface Pro everywhere. Part of an entrepreneur's job is to get stuff done. I like to do like 4 things at once. The new Surface Pro can handle all of my programs. I can paint, I can mold, I can code. I have it on all the time. It's fantastic. We get to build toys for kids and change the world. It's a big deal.
Good evening, everyone. We'll see a few showers throughout the week. Let's take a look at the maps. Well, we will have a cloudy week throughout the valley with a small % of showers in the midweek. Temperatures right now are quite cool, 69 in Brownsville, 72 in Port Isabel, and 69 in Rio Grande City. Here's the forecast for the week. A breezy 65 degrees on Monday and a partly cloudy 69 on Tuesday with overnight showers and a weak cold front midweek. 70 on Wednesday, 63 on Thursday, and 62 on Friday. But for now, keep those jackets and umbrellas handy. That'll wrap up your 5-day forecast. Samantha, back to you.
Two long-lost sisters are seeing each other for the first time since they were separated at birth. Stay tuned to hear more.
They say you're supposed to deny your cravings. You know what I do instead? I snack on Blue Diamond almonds. Wasabi and soy sauce? Don't deny your cravings. Eat them.
All the flavors you crave in a superfood. Blue Diamond almonds. Crave victoriously.
What if I wielded the power of the Infinity Gauntlet?
I just saved money with Geico.
I saved hundreds of dollars.
Die!
In theaters, April 26th.
I don't know, our relationship's just kind of boring.
You're not alone. I used to have a limited selection of shows on demand, and let me tell you, it got very boring. I got DirecTV last week, and they have more than 50,000 titles to choose from.
But what about my problems?
Classic narcissist.
What was that?
Nothing.
TV without 50,000 titles on demand is just kind of TV. Get DirecTV to get a $200 reward card. Don't just kind of TV, DirecTV. Call 1-800-DirecTV.
Two sisters meet up for the first time after they discovered each other through a DNA match website. And during their first time together, they connected instantly and began to be in each other's lives from that moment on.
A wholesome story there. Now, before we go, let's take one last look at the forecast. A breezy 65 degrees on Monday, partly cloudy. A 69 degrees on Tuesday with an overnight showers and an overnight cold front on midweek. 70 on Wednesday, 63 on Thursday, and 62 on Friday. But for now, keep those jackets and umbrellas handy.
Some great weather this week. Thank you, meteorologist.
And thank you for joining us today.
Make sure to follow UTRGV TV on Facebook and Instagram.
Oh, and be sure to download our UTRGV weather app.
Thanks for watching. Until next time.